Is anyone else just tired of working? I can't seem to put together enough motivation. In my early 30s, and the entire concept of work is starting to wear me down. I have been working since 16 and all the energy in me is starting to fade. I have done well in my career, and even though I am more skilled than I need to be, there is still pressure to advance and do more, take more responsibilities. I'm just getting tired of it all. The concept of work. I do take vacations, but the kind of tired I feel is almost on an ideological level. All of my vacation in the last several years have either been 1. Spent moving, 2. Immediately followed by either emotional or financial devastation, or both, 3. 5 days or less, 4. All of the above. I've never made enough money to not be scraping by. I'm 35. I'm so fucking tired. I get it. Same basic age, and now my 2 days off are literally spent either fulfilling familiar obligations or laying on the couch watching movies I don't care about. I have no energy to do hobbies, chores, will put off obligations even when it puts me in a bad position. It's like the tired goes bone deep. Sleep isn't restful, but being awake is just draining, and the thought of doing anything seems exhausting and pointless because it's just an endless cycle of work, exhaustion, and absolutely no payoff. I hear this. I made the most I ever have this year, and I'm still paycheck to paycheck. Didn't spend on myself either, drive a 12-year-old car. But I have 3 kids and they're all under 5, which means out of 5 years my wife has been off for 3.5 for maternity. Also, she had school for the 2 previous years to those, so make that 5.5 out of 7 years I'm the primary income. I'm 35. Earlier this year I was hospitalized for a week. Needed 2 surgeries and a blood transfusion. I spent the week after it recovering from everything and just rebuilding strength. It was the most continuous time I had off since I started working at 17. The realization that our generation was bred to cater to the rich children and all of their BS capitalist demands. Hence, they haven't done anything for wages, but shit keeps opening to pay people bare minimum. I can resonate with this deeply. I just turned 40, and during the past 2-3 years specifically, I have found very little stimulation from work. In fact, as time passes, I have more contempt for the corporation I work for. I'm so exhausted mentally from pretending to gaff about corporate goals or what my random colleague's sister-in-law did last Sunday. I'm so tired of masking 24/7 at work because I literally can't stand it or anything about it anymore. Being a non-wealthy American fucking blows most of the time. Yep, I just hit 38 this year, and as part of my performance plan at work, they're trying to fast-track me into some kind of senior leave role. I have to set 3-5 goals and what I'm going to do to achieve them. I've basically stated that career growth doesn't interest me since it basically means more work, longer hours, not much more pay. I do not hate the work I'm doing. I just have zero interest in the idea of work beyond a paycheck. I definitely don't care about sitting in a 2-hour-long meeting to celebrate successes that the company has made. It would be one thing if the work actually brought me and my family any kind of comfort, but the most frustrating thing about it all is I'm technically making good money. If I was my age making this much 20 years ago, my family would be sad. Talking to my boomer dad, I make double what he made in a year than he did in his absolute peak. And yet, somehow he's sitting pretty in a great house in an awesome neighborhood with zero debt and piles of savings. And here I am, working a soul-sucking job day in and day out that I can barely focus on for more than 5 minutes at a time, struggling to keep my financial head above water. It's not really motivation to just keep working so you don't get fired.